In order to show you a behind-the-scenes special look at what went into recording the song Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, I'm going to Darren's studio. All right, so we're here. I'm at Darren's studio. Say hi, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Darren Mullan is a wonderful person that... Why are you wonderful? What is it that you do for, the music community that we have here in Adelaide?
I think my obsession is doing live recordings. So in this room here, trying to set, it's only a 4x4 space, and originally I built this as my control room.
So this is your 4x4?
This is me 4x4, mate. And so it's 4 metres by 4 metres in here, but it was only meant to be a critical listening space with a booth down the back. And then I had a rehearsal in here with you. Remember, we slapped together a band for that thing a long time ago.
Was that the first?
That was the very first time.
All
the
right.
first time I'd ever put a band in here in a drum kit, right?
Yeah.
Because I was recording drums elsewhere in other studios, because you've played drums on albums.
That's why on that day you were like, hey, this is actually pretty good.
Somehow, I sort of must have just got it right with the right amount of treatment. So that's my thing. I use gig mics, dynamic microphones like you would normally sing through at a gig, not fancy condensers and stuff. Yeah. And I make everyone play at once and get the very best take live. Yeah. And that's what that's what I've been doing with the High Street Country Club for all that time, and now with Sing It Live. So which comes to this track early on in Sing It Live. Of course, I called you up. Yeah. We came in and we jammed with a few songs, and this is all about that Friday I'm in Love song by The Cure, right? Which is, so... Yeah,
I'd like to revisit it. We've got it all synced up and ready to go, because it was actually a little while ago. It was some time ago. What usually happens is Darren will give us a call and then we'll record it, but then sometimes other songs take precedence with getting uploaded.
Last week's song was recorded on Thursday and dropped on Saturday. Yeah. Right? So I just mixed it and put it in because it just felt right to put that one in. And otherwise we call it putting it in the bank, right? Yeah, right, yeah. We've got a few songs in there in the bank, So
this one was from the bank, and we're making a withdrawal.
Well, look, it's Darren singing, and it's not all about me. I'm not sort of that fronty guy. I'd rather this be about better singers. I'm a producer guy. I can sing and play keyboards and that, but I don't think I'm that guy with wow factor like everyone else. But it's good to mix it up. And I just figured, hey, look, I've got these other songs with Darren singing. I've got to pop them out in there somewhere. The very first video on the channel was me singing. Pump It Up. Yes. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
That was the first one that we did, yeah. It was a while ago. Yeah.
That's almost a year ago.
Yeah. Wow, right.
A year ago since we did this song.
It was a year ago today. I had to listen to the song on the way here because I was like, oh, how does it go? And what parts did I do? So this is going to be really cool having a listen just to actually revisit what it is that we actually did.
I'll play a few seconds of it, all right?
Yeah, all right.
Here we go. So.
Oh, yeah, that lick. Da, 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 da.
Tuesday's grey and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love.
I'm taking my voice out there, so there's acoustic strumming on the side here. Ben Whittington, he's easy on the eyes, that boy, isn't he?
On a 12.
He's a bit easy on the eyes, isn't he?
Like a Sunday morning.
Yeah. Stuart Day on the bass back there. Young Michael Marino on the drums. Nice little girly harmonies there, Crafty.
Something goes too late.
Yes. Yeah. And of course we had the lyrics up on up here. So cheating, we had the lyrics up here. Look.
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's grey and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love.
I'm just looking at all of these people. It's a random motley crew of just random people that all have the skills, but they don't have that telepathy.
But we've never played together either. So
that's
these
what
people
I mean,
have never played, well, not this song ever, right?
Yeah.
So I've sent you guys a YouTube link to your phone. You've learned the original, and we've only got this amount. And remember, the original's got lots of overdubbed instruments. It's got 15, 12 strings, and right. And it is a different vibe, and I'm trying to create the energy that is in this room and apply it while borrowing some of the original mix vibe.
Dress up to the eyes, it's a wonderful surprise. See our shoes and your spirit rise. Show out your frown and just smile to the sound. Singers of cheeks spinning round and round.
So let me ask you, you were saying about making the mix of this live recording, trying to have the energy from what we're doing here,
Yes.
but also take the energy of the original as well.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you do? What are your go-tos?
It was jangly. I had lots of 12 strings, so I wanted that jangly sound. And remember, we're just taking a 12 string from a pickup. So if I just solo the 12 string, this is actually, I think, the vibe sound in this song, right? And because it's a mono sound, I can just sort of take all this stuff off.
Right.
So that's
That's
it.
so different.
So I've EQ'd it a bit, and what I've done there, let's have a look. Just taken a bit of and nose out of it in the middle. Added a space designer. Now this is a tiniest reverb, a 0.5 millisecond slap, so it's like from here to you. And then I've started to EQ from that. So what have I done here? I've taken out some extra, I added some bass to it. And then I've added another EQ over here, general, to sort of sweep around and cut off the bass. And there's an L1, which is just a limiter, where I've just added more volume, right? Just using that. And plus it crunches it a little bit. Add some energy by pushing that limiter. So, and when you add your guitar, they're in the stereo balancing each other, right?
Nice.
Because the keyboards are in stereo, and I've even widened them, so I've got an imager plug-in and I've pushed it right out wide, so that's normally your stereo.
But
Pushed it right out.
Yeah.
It doesn't go phasey, but it really separates and hugs the two guitars.
Sort of the equivalent of going to 11.
Yeah, it's one more, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
These go to 11.
So, and bass is always down the centre. I mean, when we...
Oh, that sounds great.
You know, when I would go to just the drums, and this is just my drum mix. And you can hear in the, just the overheads alone, I'll take all of the stuff off them. Doesn't sound very energetic,
Yeah.
does it? But after I slam it with all my, my compression using the slate stuff, I DS the cymbals so they're not too
Yeah.
and EQ them, and sort of that's added more bottom end. Remember, these are the only two condensers in the room, so got to watch out, because those two condensers, they'll pick up everyone.
Yeah,
The
just where
overheads are
you
really
were
where
up
it
to there,
is.
you can hear you singing a bit.
I think you can hear
That was
you can hear
Stewie.
Stuart here. Friday, I'm in love. So yeah, you're right. But you can't. I can't put too much bottom end through those guys, right? Otherwise, But so there's the drums. Add your bass. And of course, you've got our vocals by themselves. I can probably just grab those.
If we go to that last verse where we're singing in harmony,
Yeah.
that'd be cool to hear. We sound like Queen.
Well,
what your
you're actually
T-shirt was in reference to.
Well, you're singing the original melody, and I've gone off on some tangent. Remember, I said,
Yeah.
I was trying to sing bigger at the end, and it was part of the ending, doing a Thursday doesn't even start, it's Friday, I'm in love. That was
Yeah.
the ending we made, right?
Yeah,
and so I
yeah.
had to somehow build my way up to there. So I did this whole verse where you just sang, and you just read off the lyrics, and you sang the original, and I went off.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's grey, and Wednesday too.
Notice all of the volume dipping?
Yeah.
So I've gone and actually and dipped the vocal volume.
Just
you
so
have a
that
look
that
at my
spill
volume.
isn't coming in.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
actually taking. Well, otherwise it's going to be all crashes and stuff.
Yeah.
Monday's blue, Tuesday's
Nice.
grey, and Wednesday too. The Thursday, I don't care about
And same with you.
It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break your heart.
I said your, and you got it right and said my heart. So, you know,
I was reading.
if I get in trouble for, you know, I got the lyrics wrong, it was my fault. He didn't screw up. It was me, right?
Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday. I'm in love.
Okay, so it's really an uncomplicated mix compared to everything else. Because, you know, I have songs in here where I've got lots of different things and multiple guitars and stuff like that. And lots.
How long would have it taken you?
I think the initial mix would have been an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right. And is that with all the edits and everything as well,
Yeah,
with the
most of it,
automation?
yeah.
Right.
And then the rest is just all micromanaging. So,
Yeah.
you know, I start mixing
Gotcha.
at 11 in the morning. At 2 o'clock, I'll go and get my kid from school. Go and join the line of mums and dads to pick up my kid from school.
Right.
And I'm listening to it all the way because I just Dropbox the mix.
Yes.
Right?
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's grey and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love.
So let's talk about your guitar part, right?
Yeah.
So I know it's been a long time, but and listening to your actual part.
Yeah.
Let's just do that first.
Right. Wow.
And I've dipped your volume while I've sang there. So
Yes.
now you've noticed I've added a lot of delays and stuff. So I've really slammed, put a bit of EQ on, getting rid of all that bottom end, that seep through from the bass player.
Yeah.
Renaissance Axe is a sort of a mid-gain pusher.
Yeah.
I did have an amp plug in here. I was thinking, do I need it to give you more growl? But it didn't. It's not being used.
Yeah.
Virtual Mix Rack is just set on electric guitar. It's just a preset. Always just make something sound better. You just put it on, it's just better. One more. This is a guitar chamber reverb. I've just got 27%. This is a Logic reverb. I love this reverb. It's the Chroma Verb. Fantastic, beautiful little chambers. And then I've added a chorus and I've slammed it a little harder. So, and in here, these two little buses, I've got a repeater, which is a delay. So, ping-ponging. And I've just tapped that in with a tap thing.
Cool. Just adds that depth, yeah.
And because we're not using a click track, it's, you know, I have to manually tap in all the things. And the other one here is an amp simulator.
Yeah.
Now, I've piped a little bit in, right, to this guy, and so I've got two. This one's just giving a tiny little bit of a gained amp on top of yours. So it's 2 amps riding on top of each other. And you can hear a little bit of bleed, but I mean, without all of this stuff, right?
Yeah, what does it sound like with it fresh? Wow.
Wow, difference.
I see why you didn't need that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't sort of judge it when it's by itself. I think you got to, in the mix, I mean, I go through individually and make them all sound good, and then in the mix I go, well, there's too much bass energy in this track. There's too much bottom end, there's too much down there, what can I get rid of? Because it's a jangly track. So I'll thin out the guitar, I'll go through and say, well, he's only playing this stuff up here, he doesn't need bass.
No.
You know, so I'll take off a lot up to 200, 250 hertz if I need to.
Yeah.
It won't change the sound of your guitar,
No,
but all of a sudden it'll relieve some of that pressure on the bottom end of the whole mix.
Yes.
I'm in love.
All right, well, thanks so much, Darren, for your time today and for being able to revisit this with me.
You didn't even do any playing.
Well...
Can you... This is my guitar.
It is.
I don't know what happened on the day that where you decided to... Because I think it was a telly sounder you wanted the sustain out of... And the telly's got that sustain.
Yeah, the only telly that I own is a cheap piece of crap. This is a lovely guitar to play, and it just sits up there on the wall.
Yes,
and
that's
so
right.
I brought my Strat in that day,
Yes.
and then I just thought, nah, the telly.
Yes.
The telly, I think, is more suited to this song.
Yes.
What's the difference? We're talking a lot about little 1%ers, aren't we?
So it's a mid-push. It's a honky push. That's why they use them a lot in country and rock, because they can really bark.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
And the Strat gives you, the Stratocaster, for those not playing along, has that smiley face EQ sort of thing. But a lot of bass, a lot of treble, but not much bark in the middle.
I see.
This one gives you that mid-bark. And the ultimate mid-bark is a Les Paul. Look, sustain is what we're looking for. Like you hold a note and it goes for longer.
The sustain, listen to it.
I'm not hearing anything.
You would, though, if it were playing.
And I think that's what everyone agrees that the Telecaster gives you. But it worked out on the day. Do you think you can play the riff? You can play us out?
I can try, yeah.
Shall I just take this out and you can play along?
All right,
And you
this
can
is
play
going to be
along.
weird.
This would be good,
It's
all right?
been a long time.
Okay. You ready for the count?
Sure. A bit messy, but something like that.
That's pretty good, mate.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks very much.
No worries. Thank you, mate. That
And
was
we'll
great.
have to come back again. I'll remind, now that you've done that, proven yourself, I'll get you on another video.
Yeah, sure.
So, hey, thanks, Crafty, and
Thanks, Darren.
I'm sure you'll see this guy on the channel all the time. Check it out, and
I'm sure you'll see this guy on the Crafty Music Tips channel, but make sure, if you haven't already done so, follow Sing It Live. It's a song a week, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, and also Darren's got a channel called Producer Nerd. I'll leave the links below. If you've enjoyed the video, let us know in the comments below. Check out a bunch of the other videos that are helpful music tips videos to musicians out there on the Crafty Music Tips
It's really
channel.
good. It's
Thank
really
you very
good.
much.
Yeah,
I love
it's
your
a great channel. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. See you later.